Hey guys, it's Rust Belt Collector here with another custom corner. First off, I just wanted to say, sorry for not uploading in a while with the holidays and everything. It's been really busy, and so it took a while to get back into the swing of making some videos to upload. And plus, I was kind of waiting to see how 2020 would go with the COPPA deal and all that kind of stuff with YouTube and content creators. So far, so good, so I'm going to continue to be uploading, and starting off, it'll be this custom corner. Also, I wish I could have done more of like a tutorial as I went along with this custom, but just the way that I do customs, it typically evolves over time, and I don't do it in just one sitting, so it makes it kind of difficult to film. But regardless, here is my showcase of the pick guard that I just recently customized. This is definitely not a movie accurate pick guard. I kind of went with like a cross between, I don't know, like a bounty hunter, renegade, and like a pick guard. So it's a custom. It's definitely not like something that's lore friendly within the Star Wars universe, but it was something that I really wanted to add my own touch to. If you're not familiar with the pick guard, this is the 5 POA, like Force Link version of the character from the Solo Star Wars story movie. He's got, just basic head articulation, arm swivels, and really limited leg articulation because of this heavy plastic skirt. But I really liked the character design in the movie. I thought it was interesting and unique, and so because these guys are super cheap, you can find them at like your Five Belows, your Ross, any of those stores that have discounts. This is the figure that you can pick up for really cheap, actually. So I bought several of these to kind of play around with and experiment with custom-wise. So basically, for this custom, I started with this figure. I knew I wanted to use the head and maybe some of the arms, which I ended up using eventually. The arm pieces here are from this figure. But basically, I started with this figure and sat down and decided I'm going to find a way to make it my own, make it more articulated, and just have fun with it, really. I knew I wanted to keep the yellow as well. I don't really experiment with bright, vibrant colors typically with my customs, so I wanted to try it with this one. And the Acid Rain World AIM Prospector figure was the perfect shade of yellow for this figure. As you can see, the base figure here with the yellow on the knees, the shoes, the arms, the chest, even the holsters are all from the AIM Prospector. It's a perfect figure. It's got lots of articulation. I love the Acid Rain World range of motion that you get. I mean, really exceptional figures for the scale of 1/18. And so I just kind of adapted that figure into the base figure for this. Didn't really customize it that much at all. The base body is the same, the color is the same, and then most of this custom is actually just adding pieces to it, like the cloth goods, the hoses and such. That's the majority of this custom. So yeah, as you can see here, I had to update the neck to get the neck a little bit longer to accommodate this head, and Acid Rain typically has short little necks for their figures for whatever reason. It's a stylistic choice on their part. So I lengthened the neck internally, and to kind of hide the work that I did, I gave it this nice fabric wrap, which is all soft goods, kind of mimicking the original figure's like cowl that goes around its neck, but not a direct copy, just kind of inspired by, if you will. That figure's not going to stand up, I'm just going to leave it there. This is all the original Acid Rain figure here, the chest plate, the armor, and then I took I actually had to carefully cut off these arm braces here and then cut them into two pieces to give it kind of like a hand cover and then a wrist cover, and then sculpt in between to make it just seamlessly fit into the arm piece there, and of course repaint it to give it some nice weathering. Did the same thing on this side as well, so you still keep your hand articulation the way you would want it to, but it still has that nice detail, and the sculpting just makes it seamless and fit right into the arm there. The gun belt here is from the AIM Prospector as well. These holsters were originally attached to the leg of the character, but I cut them off, cut off the wrap that went around the leg, and then attached them to little pieces of grip tape, like the hockey tape, and allowed them to be movable here on the waistband so that you don't lose any range of forward articulation. If they were just straight down on some plastic, they wouldn't move and you wouldn't be able to move the legs forward. So I want to maintain the heavy articulation that these figures come with, and that way this would be a much more interesting and dynamic figure to use. Then again, I just did some more soft goods here. I did more of a layered effect, so you have 1, 2, 3 layers of soft goods to kind of just give it an interesting texture. That's more what I was going for with that. And I forgot to mention these holsters, you know, the guns do come out of them. That's acid rain detail. It's a really nice quality of figure. And then I didn't really do anything to the legs. At some point I might update the shin guards and do like a wrap or do some armor plating there. I'm not really sure, and like I said, a lot of my customs evolve. It's like I start with something, a few months later I'll pick it back up and I'll add little bits and pieces to it. You know, it's fun in that process of discovering the figure, if you will. So then the last piece on the front here is this hose. This is actually just a piece of cord, like fabric cord, nylon cord. So it comes around here, wraps to the back, and it attaches to this piece here, which is attached to the back armor. It's, in my mind, it's like a breathing apparatus of some kind. I didn't really have anything set in mind. I just liked the idea of the tube running to the back. Again, another piece of soft goods here just to add a little bit of a detail. And that's really about it. There's not much else to it. It's kind of simple in that the base figure and the head are really left untouched, whereas everything else has been weathered and customized and added onto it. But I am really happy with the end result. I wasn't really sure where this would end up, and I'm happy with this. This will fit in very nicely with my Star Wars Customs collection. This will also fit well with my world that I'm building. I'm working on a large-scale diorama that would work with 118 and would play into a lot of the toy photography that I do. You can find a link to my toy photography down in the description. It's over on Instagram. I do a lot of fun dioramas, stories, things like that. And yeah, I'd appreciate it if you'd swing over there, take a look. I just recently did some glamour shots of this figure within like a diorama, and so that'll be one of my more recent posts if you want to check those out. And finally, here is the blaster that I gave this character. Now, some of the paint is chipping off. I'm still trying to problem solve this, so if you have some ideas for the paint application to this, I would love to hear it down in the comments. The tricky part is that this is actually a die-cast blaster. I think it's from Titanfall 2. There was a mystery bag line that came with these little die-cast weapons from the game. I bought a bunch of them on clearance a while back and I just dumped them in my fodder bin. And so finally I decided to use this one. I think it's some sort of sniper rifle, but unfortunately the paint that I applied to it, even though it's high quality paint, just chips off at the slightest touch. It doesn't want to adhere to the metal. So I still like this blaster. I'll still probably keep it with the figure for the time being, but it's kind of unfortunate that I can't get the paint to stick better. So if you guys have any ideas, like I said, pop them down in the comments. I'd love to know a little bit more. I'm always trying to grow as a customizer, so I know I never know everything there is to know about what I'm doing. So each custom kind of involves new techniques and, you know, new ideas that I have. And there he is, all put together, holding the blaster. I feel like it looks really nice on him, just a nice stubby kind of sniper rifle or a blaster rifle. He can look down the sights and everything, which is the key reason of using the acid rain figure. I really wanted to maintain that high level of articulation. So yeah, there he is, the Pyke guard / bounty hunter custom figure that I've done. If you guys have any questions about my process or anything, just let me know down in the comments. I'm more than open to talking about my process and what I do to actually make the custom happen. I don't keep a bunch of top secret answers from you guys. If you like this video, I would love it if you would hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below what you guys think of it, and definitely subscribe if you're new to the channel. Got some more videos coming down the pipeline, including some really awesome new bootleg videos, which those seem to be pretty popular on this channel. I appreciate that. It's something that I enjoy, and I know James enjoys filming them as well, so if you guys want to see more of those, definitely subscribe to the channel. We'll be uploading some more very, very soon. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.